Well, don't nobody know why you answer the phone if you're not up to talking. Oh, that came up. What? I didn't know that came up. Watch Lady T's things that way. That is funny, you guys. Okay. Hi, everybody, whoever's on. I'm not going to be on long tonight because I'm just not. So, this is what we're going to try. Someone asked me last night. Uh-oh. Someone asked me last time I have a try glitter in my epoxy, and I answered them and said I have. And when I said I have, but the glitter sunk all the way to the bottom. Now I was just talking to one of my crafting sisters, and I asked her because she showed me a tray that she made, and I was like, "How did you do that?" Now, her and I started out crafting together, and I knew this, but I completely forgot this. So what we're gonna do tonight is I'm gonna go over where did this come from? What I know about glitter. So what she said, and we used to do this all the time. That's why I don't know what's wrong with me. You add the epoxy to the glitter and stir it up. Now y'all know I already mixed my epoxy. So I'm going to do I'm going to do my mold with 3 different types of glitter. And
1, 2, 3.
yes. And we're going to see what happens. I want you to sit down because I don't want you to touch that, okay? So I'm going to use some gold. Hi, whoever is there. Let's see. Can you guys hear me? Let's see. That thumbnail is ridiculous. Okay, just ridiculous. That thumbnail is ridiculous. Creative Bomb, hi. G. William Scott, hi, babe. That's my babe. That's my coconut cake of 22 years. I almost said 27 years.
I saw the glitter in there. I saw the glitter.
So let me put this so you all can see it, because it makes no sense for me talking about it if y'all can't see it. So I have gold glitter right here that I just poured into the epoxy. And remember, you got to work fast with this epoxy. So I'm stirring up the gold. Stirring it up real good. I already mixed my epoxy, so.
Stir it up.
That's right, baby. Stir it
But
up.
I saw brown in there.
This one right here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I'm going to use this one, okay?
Yeah, I saw brown in there.
Okay. That's gold.
Gold?
Mm-hmm. This one is brown if I can get it open. I'm just going to do something random.
I saw black in there.
And I'm going to do it in the lady head. I'm going to do it in the head. Let me make sure I can get some in here. There we go. So that's the brown. And then I have the gold. Yes, it is. Look.
Cool.
That's brown, right?
And that's what I got.
And that's gold.
Mm-hmm.
And then what we're going to put this other gold in here, we're going to use this.
Is that glitter?
Mm-hmm. That's glitter too. This one is gold glitter.
Yeah.
This is silver.
Yeah.
It's the shiny one.
Yeah, it's look like rainbows.
Right, exactly. It looks like rainbows. You so smart. You is smart. You is kind. You is intelligent. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
And you can be anything you want to be when you grow up. Okay?
Uh-huh.
So my handsome husband, that is our baby grand. Yep, baby grand. She loves seeing herself in this thing. So, you know what, honey? I can put the link in, I can copy the link and put it in, accounts are frozen. Oh, anyway, I don't know why. Okay, I just sent that to her. Okay, so I'm mixing up the glitter. And Creative Mom, I should have known this. I should have remembered it, but I didn't. And I was talking to my craft sister, and she reminded me of what we used to do. She was like, "You don't remember?" I was like, "Nope." Give a sister a refresher course.
So good.
So I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna pop these bubbles, because there's plenty of them. Because I did stir this one really fast, but I shouldn't have, but I did. There's baby Gran. Everybody gonna be a star, and they gonna forget about me, Moo. They're gonna forget about me. Rhonda's a star. Minnie Moo's a star. My mama ain't gonna be the star. Everybody gonna be the star of her own show. How about that? I need to mix some more. Now this time I mixed 500, but it's in here in these. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna try something that I haven't tried in a while. So let's do the regular gold and pour it in here.
Oh, I saw glitter in there.
Yeah, it's glitter. We're gonna pour that in here like this. What? Get yourself together.
So,
Now that the glitter is mixed with the epoxy, it's not going to sink all the way to the bottom, as I had said to you all on yesterday, because it's mixed with the epoxy already.
wow.
That brown is saying something. What's it saying? It's saying, "I'm fine. I'm fine." Say it loud. I'm fine, honey bunny. And we're just streaking it. And I promise you, I don't know why I didn't remember this. That's why you have to have sisters, because they remember stuff that you don't remember. Let's see, where am I? The candle link. Hey y'all. Hey Cando. So I'm just basically showing how to put glitter in without it sinking all the way to the bottom, because that was the story that I told y'all yesterday. That if you put the glitter in there, it will sink to the bottom. But it will sink to the bottom if you just pour the glitter in there by itself. What we did was we mixed the glitter in the epoxy. And that's why it's not falling to the bottom. That's why it's staying like it is. And I promise y'all, I just completely forgot.
Ma, look, that glitter sings.
What's she saying?
He's saying that, something glitter in it.
That's what she's saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let her keep saying it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But she likes this glitter. You like it too, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So look, now we have, I wish I had some more of this brown to put in here. I'm going to try to cover up these gaps. Can you guys see this? So scratch what I said last night, because I completely forgot about this process. You mix the glitter in the epoxy and then pour it. Now if you pour the epoxy and then you pour the glitter in the epoxy, like you pour this tray, say you pour this whole tray clear. You pour the whole tray clear, and then you pour the epoxy in there. The epoxy will float to the bottom because it's not mixed. Because it's not mixed. So you want to make sure, if you want your glitter to be on top like this, then you have to mix the glitter in the epoxy in your cup and then pour it. Because I've been so absolutely tired these last few lives that I've been doing. My brain waves have been taking a vacation. That is all. So I'm doing this for demonstration purposes, but I actually like the way this looks. I really do. She keeps looking at herself, y'all. Hey, Shay Shay. I was just telling them, Shay said, hey, Minnie.
Hi.
I was just telling them that I was talking to you about making the glitter stay up instead of floating to the bottom. And I was saying, I don't know how I forgot that, because you and I used to do it all. We used to craft together all the time, and it was one of the things that we used to do. So how in the heck did I forget that? But that's Shay Shay. She's an entrepreneur. She has multiple businesses. She does her own thing. That girl is crazy, but she does her own thing. So y'all can check her out. But see, look. Now you see this right here? This has a multitude of bubbles on this. Now remember when we spoke on last night, and when I talked to you all last night, I was saying how you don't want to burn your mold. So you got to be careful when you're burning out the bubbles. And I wouldn't even use this if I had the proper alcohol, but I don't, because you have to have it has to be at least 90% alcohol for the alcohol to pop the bubbles. Now I don't know how much alcohol is in the you know what I was just thinking about? They might, oh well, I don't have to worry about that right now. They I don't like the bubbles in this, but I'm trying to get them out, and I'm gonna have to make it my mission to find the alcohol, the 90% or 100% alcohol. Now, can y'all see that? Matter of fact, let me just move this mold back this way. Okay, so this is how, when Shay showed me her tray, she had streaks of different colors, and I was like, well, how did you do that? And she told me she put the glitter in the epoxy in the cup and mixed it up instead of just poured it in. And that's what I had done. I just poured it in there, and that was so wrong. That's why the glitter sank to the bottom. But she refreshed my memory, and I just feel like, duh, I should have remembered that. But I didn't. So
It just have to do that.
what are you laughing at?
Doesn't do that in video.
She is cracking herself up. So what I want to do is I want to pour some more in there, because it don't look like, see how it's got those clear spots? I don't like that. I don't like the clear spots. I don't. But I don't really want to mess with it. Okay, don't knock that in here, please.
Mm-hmm.
You know my mom gonna have a fit. I know you don't want me to have a fit, do you? That's what it's gonna look like.
It doesn't do that, yo. It's moving. He's doing that with me.
Huh?
I said she's doing that baby look at me.
And again, with this, just like with mica powder, you can play around with it and do things. Oh, that is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. What? Rhonda's gonna come in here and she's gonna see this, and Rhonda's gonna be acting crazy. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful.
I did that baby.
You guys like that? You guys see that? Can you tell me if you like this? I think this is cute. Who's retracting comments? Message retracted. Anyway, look at this, y'all. Look at this. This is gorgeous to me.
It turned in the video. It's keep doing that to me. It's a bear is doing that to me.
It was.
Yeah, it's just moving to burial to me.
And it's not going to stay like this, guys. Look, I promise you, I see two faces on here. Do y'all see this? You see the eyelash here and the eyelash here and the lips here and the lips here? This is two faces right there. I'm going to leave it right there and see if it comes out like that tomorrow. Now that just completely did something. It looks like two faces. She shines like a diamond. This thing is beautiful. And I'm glad I spoke to my craft sister before I got on because I didn't remember the process. So, I'm saying it again. I made a mistake when I said the glitter will stick to the bottom, but it will if you pour it straight into the mold. It will sink to the bottom. But if you mix it with the epoxy, it won't go down to the bottom. Now this right here, this is going to be about my. It's two faces. It's two faces right there. I hope it stays like that. I hope it stays like that. Y'all can see it. Okay, Deborah. Hey, Deborah. And Candling. This I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it like this because I have to. Let me see if there's any bubbles. I'm gonna pop any bubbles that's in here.
Mommy, a bear is doing me. It's doing it.
Okay. This is two faces. This is two faces. This is amazing to me that this is two faces. This is two faces. And I'm gonna do like my husband said, and we're gonna keep this video short tonight because I'm so tired. But look at this. This is gold glitter. This is brown, or this is called extra fine glitter. It's called chestnut. I got this from Amazon. Amazon was having a sale on glitter for $3, and I bought just about every color I could possibly get. But I'm out of the almost out of this gold. I use this too. This is extra fine, and this is called champagne. This is champagne, and then I use the other one. This one right here, with all that glitter right there. I also got this from Amazon, and it's called Craft Glitter by Hemway. Craft Glitter, and this is gold. This is gold. And I also have the same one in silver. And sometimes if you're not looking at, when you're looking at it, it's hard to tell which one is silver and which one is gold. But this one is silver and this one is gold. And I got both of them off of Amazon because they were on sale. And this has been months and months ago. It was last summer actually when I got them. So this is the only mold that I'm, you know what, I should mix up some more epoxy because I should make a little one to go to this, right? Right? How long does it take to dry? One looks happy, one looks sad. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, the two faces of Eve. Yo, that's dope the way that came out, though. I like the way. Okay, so we're gonna leave her there. So what I'm gonna do, and I'll probably do it off camera. I'll probably just make the a mold, the little one. I'll make the little coaster, or I'll make two of them. I'll probably make two of them. I'll make two of them.
We're gonna do that as a video.
You said how long does it take to dry? Well, as I explained to y'all before, let me look at y'all over here because. So, when I was explaining to you all before about the epoxy that I use, it sets up really quickly. Like in about 15 minutes, it'll start getting hard. It has to get hot first, and then it'll start getting hard. If I come back in here in about 2 hours or so, I will be able to slightly touch it, and it'll be a little bit sticky. But if I come back in here about 4 hours, it'll be glossy, and you can rub your hand across it in about 4 hours. But it won't be done for a few days. And when I start using this, and used to look at people, be like, why do you always saying it takes days for it to dry? Before I actually started using this, I was wondering why they said that. But now I know because it really does take a few days for it to really solidify. You think when you take it out the mold that it's just done, but it's not. That's why sometimes I leave my molds in there for in the case for a few days. Man, these molds, I keep moving these molds back and forth. But let's see. If you really wanted to, you could move this one too. I mean, this is hard. It ain't going nowhere. That's not. It's done. Basically, this is done. But the one that I did for Menda, this is the one for Menda, and it's still pliable. And I did this the other day. It's still pliable. It's not pliable because it didn't mix right. It's pliable because it's not finished curing. It's not finished yet. So you have to actually give these things a few days to cure. That's why if I'm going to sell these, I have to tell everybody that you have to give me a week, at least a week before I ship it. Because I don't want to ship something that, might get mixed up. I would have to definitely, if I sent this now, I would definitely have to put it on something hard and, make sure that it doesn't move, because I wouldn't want it to, like, if I set it down on something and it's not laying flat, it will curve. See how I just did that? It's still bendable, but you don't want it to be bendable, so you have to be patient with these things and let them cure. So if you take yours out and you be like, why is it still floppy? Why can I still move it? Because it's not all the way done. It's not all the way done. Like this one, I can still bend this one. This is the one that goes to it. I can still bend it, but it's solid. It's solid. You could use it, but it will bend, and you don't want that. So you want to wait. You want to wait at least, really, for real. Like, I'm gonna say this 3 to 5 days. I would say actually 4 or 5 days, for real. If you want to be able to use it, and by the time if somebody wanted to order it and I send it to them, by the time they got it, it would be solid. And this is the coaster, so it would be solid. You just have to be patient and not rush the process, because if you rush the process, then that's when things start messing up. You don't want to start messing stuff up. So if I can give you any words of advice, it would be to make sure you give this stuff time to harden completely. You don't want to mess around and your stuff, you go to give it to somebody and it's not working because you didn't let it sit long enough, and then that's your name out there, people talking about you and stuff. Ooh, child, I got a mold from her and it wasn't done, and girls don't buy from her no more because she don't let her stuff cure. Hand me those cups right there, Minnie.
Okay.
Right there.
Yes.
No, right there. Minuet. Minuet, look where I'm pointing. Right there. Yes. Thank you. So, you have to really be careful about what you're doing. So, I'm going to do this and then I'm getting off. I'm going to do this real quick so I can show you all the process again. Her face is changing. It's moving. Her face is moving. It doesn't matter. So, I'm going to do these 2 molds and just going to pour that up to that line. And I need some more sticks. I need some more sticks. The colors are beautiful. Hey, Lady Jane. I love these colors. And I don't know, I just randomly picked them out of the... Now, which one did I just pour in here? See, this is the dumb stuff I'm talking about. Because one of them is thicker than the other. This is the heavy one. This is the one that's thick. So, I'll pour it so it can meet the same line.
Well, it's getting bigger.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on, let me see, baby.
They have to be the same It's 1-to-1 ratio. And you really got to be careful with this stuff because if you don't stir it right, it's not going to come out right. If you don't measure it right, it's not going to come out right.
Oh, Miss Kitty!
Miss Kitty, get your life together.
I saw what they hurt and that cat. No, I saw what by that cat.
Yeah, that's how she's saying, like she crazy. So, I need my sticks. Popsicle sticks are good for when you're mixing epoxy. So make sure you get some popsicle sticks. Stay in here. She likes animals and she doesn't understand that Miss Kitty is being very crazy. And she keep hissing at her. And I don't want my cat to jump on her because if she does, then I have to put Miss Kitty out. I'll have to put her out on the street. She know what the streets is like because she was out there for 3 days. Okay, so y'all, here we go.
You're doing like what the baby's doing.
Oh, they can't see me? They can see me. I want me to put it down a little bit so they can see it better. Oh, you want them to see you. Oh, oh.
Hey, he's doing it on me.
So, y'all, I'm stirring it and stirring it and stirring it. I'm stirring it and stirring it and stirring it. Stir, 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 stir.
Stir it, stir it. Stir, stir it, stir it, stir it, stir it.
We're stirring it, child. Stir, stir, stir.
Stir, stir, stir.
Want to make sure it's all mixed up together. Being fast doesn't pay. So you want to make sure you got it mixed up really well. Just like you would do cake batter. Just go in and mix it. I'm just in love with this brown one. That thing is fly fly. What?
Stop always say something.
Say what?
I said that always saying something.
Okay, so I need to invest in some shorter cups too. Because now I feel like I'm wasting my cups. But here's this chocolate brown. This is so nice. Oh, I can't wait till Rhonda get here tomorrow. Oh, I can't wait till Rhonda get here. Is she on the line? She ain't on the line. So I'm putting that. I should have poured the epoxy in the cup first. It doesn't matter. We're going to mix it up anyway. So now we'll pour the gold in. And then I'm going to pour the other gold in.
It's looking right, but we still do add on colors.
That's all. I'm not adding any more colors. I'll do a. You want me to do a rainbow one? I have to do that tomorrow, okay? Or Sunday, or Monday. One day.
I saying it's so serious.
Before your mom. What?
I said it's so serious.
You want to know why I'm so serious?
No, I saying so serious.
I'm silly.
No, I saying I silly.
You silly?
Yeah, so I'm saying that boy's so silly.
Oh, the boy's so silly. What boy? Well, don't be talking to me about some boys now. Don't make me have to jack you up. Okay? And you 5. This is not a video for kids, but they might get me on that. But she's in it. But I'm not monetized right now, so it don't matter. I'm trying to get these views up. Okay, here we go. We're stirring.
Stir.
This time I'm not going to put any
Stir.
clear coat because I didn't mix enough. So I might only be able to do one mold.
Stir, 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 stir. Make it up. Stir.
These colors are very nice.
Stir, 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 stirring.
Okay, so we got the colors mixed in. So when I did with the first one, I did the gold first, right? I might even have enough to do both molds. I did the gold. Can you guys see that? Let me make sure you all can see this. Where is it? Okay. So I'm pouring the gold in. I poured the gold in. Now I'm going to pour in the brown.
Do that, but I move it.
And then I poured in the sparkly.
Sparkly.
Mm-hmm.
That one was saying something.
What is saying?
He's saying he's crazy about his summer and me.
What?
I said,
Uh-oh, the ice cream man out there. I'm not going out there. Okay, so this one. I'm going to just let this one sit for a second. Okay? And I get to do two of them. That's good. So now I have a 3-piece set working around here.
Wait,
Can you all see that?
oh wait, I go to saying
So I'm putting
something.
the gold at the bottom.
But I go saying something.
Okay. And then the brown.
I'm saying something that's so crazy about the summer and me. And something and me about and there's something.
This brown doesn't seem to be as brown as I want it to be.
And the logo is.
It doesn't seem as chocolatey like that one is. I'm just going to put a little bit more in here. It looks a little watery. Looks a little thin. It looks a little thin.
It's lovely.
Yeah, it looks a little thin. I don't like that. It looks like...
Like, about saying something about.
What is the brown saying, menu?
About saying something true down for me, and the girl stop me and brown with me, and something and there's some stop me in here.
You just made up a whole story, didn't you?
Yeah, this is still an old story. It's so scary.
Ooh, child. This old girl right here. Now this brown is way too much. You're doing too much brown. You're doing too much. Scoot your butt back down there.
Yeah, too much.
That's my fault though, right? Well, they're not going to all come out the same way anyway, so...
Hey, it's myself. Oh, it's not. Wait, our car is moving away.
Yes.
Wait, I'll go saying something to that brown saying something.
It's saying something?
Uh-huh.
What's it saying?
A brown said there's something crazy about it and the ghost stopped me and something and the ghost said there's something entering me into something it stopped me in the glitter.
Really?
Yeah.
Said all of that?
Yeah.
That was a lot. You think that was a lot?
Yeah.
Me too. That was a whole bunch of talking.
Wait, I'm gonna say something too.
This Glitter's talking too?
Uh-huh.
Dang, Glitter. Why you gotta keep talking?
a glitter said is something itchy mean about.
I'm not gonna mess
brown,
with that.
And a brown something is something itchy me for
Y'all see the
elephant.
bubbles? The bubbles are on here, so I'm
And
gonna
bubbles and
pop
stop.
the bubbles.
Yeah, and bubbles stop me. So there's no bubbles and no colors to spit.
Oh. Girl, you done told the whole story, didn't you?
Yeah. What is this popping?
And she got her hand on her hip, y'all. So when she have her hand on her hip, it's real. It's going down. When she got her hand, it's going down. It's going down, because she got her hand on her hip. So they're not all going to be the same. However, me and this brown is not having a good time. Brown, this brown look a little weak.
A brown said it's something. He said it's something that some cats tasting me. I got a cat. It's always scratch me for elephant tomorrows.
Okay. We're just gonna make some little squirrelies. I don't know why I do that all the time. I always make the same little dumb squirrelies.
Good.
But see, if you look in the fashion industry or the home decor industry, and when I first started seeing it, I didn't like it. And they would be like, don't, Minnie, I'm talking. They said, don't let everything be matchy. And I'm a matchy person. Minnie, if my I want my lamps to both be the same in my room. I don't want one looking a different way and something else. I don't like that. But as I've been doing these things, I can understand that, because in these instances they're not going to be matchy because none of my molds turn out the same way. None of my molds turn out the same way at all. So, and I could mess with this and do all of this, and it's still not going to wind up like this tomorrow. It'll be different. But that's okay. As long as the colors are in there, that's the main thing. Hi, Shawana. Hi, Lisa. So, let me just go over this with you all right quick before I go and shut it down tonight. Because I'm going to follow my husband's advice and not be on long tonight. So, what's happening here is I was asked a question. I don't remember who asked it last night about the glitter. And I said, what I said was true. However, I didn't give you the correct answer. Well, let me say I didn't give you the other answer. So when you if I poured this mold clear and then I sprinkle glitter in it, the mold would sink to the bottom. Because that's what happened when I did the gold one and the blue one. But when I talked to Shay, she reminded me that when you mix your epoxy, you pour it in separate cups and you pour the glitter in there and mix it up, the glitter will not float to the bottom. Sit down. It will not float to the bottom. I'm trying not to let the cat scratch you. Okay, so leave her alone. Okay? So when you stir the glitter in with the epoxy, it's a mixture now. It's a mixture. So it's not going to float to the bottom because it's actually mixed in with the epoxy. The other way that I was talking about, if you just pour the epoxy in, the epoxy is not mixed with it. So it's just going to float to the bottom. And that's what happened with this mold. With this head, you can see it's only a few sprinkles that's at the top. Well, I don't know which side y'all call the top, but you see it's only a few sprinkles there because the rest of them fell to the bottom. That's what happened with that one, and that's what happened with this one. They all fell to the bottom. When I put them in, after I put the blue in and poured it, I started sprinkling the sprinkles in there, and it looked like they was going to stay, and I started stirring them up and stuff, but they all fell to the bottom. So that's what I was trying to explain to you all yesterday.
Mama,
Huh?
it's just
So this is all of it for tonight. So we're gonna, of course, tomorrow we'll come back and we'll show you what it finally looks like. And I think they're gonna be so pretty. I might not want to give these up. These are going to turn out so pretty because it's different. And everything doesn't have to be the same. You gotta stretch out. You gotta, you gotta be different. You gotta do things differently. And when you do, and then you look at it, you be like, oh my gosh, I actually created that. Yeah, you did. Yeah. So again, when you have to, sometimes you think you're done and you're not, because you have to go back and you have to check the bubbles and you have to pop the bubbles. Right? You gotta pop the bubbles, right? So that's what I'm doing now. I'm gonna make sure all the bubbles are popped. And you don't want to stay on there long because it'll mess it up. And we're not trying to have that.
Alright, Mama.
Yes.
I got bubbles just pop in, and I got a bottle. I have a water, and the bubbles just start as bubbles is popping.
That's what you did?
Yes, just I have a ball.
A ball?
No.
A bowl?
Yeah. Since I have lots of water and the bubbles, it just come to rise.
Oh, so you put the water in the bowl?
Yeah.
And then you put bubbles in the bowl?
Yeah.
And then what?
And it's when you blow it in bubbles, and it's gonna move in, and it's popping in the cars.
Oh, it's moving and it's popping? You made it yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to show me that one day, okay? All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anywho, so that's what I wanted to say tonight because, like I said, both answers are correct, but I forgot about the process where you pour the glitter in the epoxy and stir it up, and then it won't sink. So I'll probably be up like 2 o'clock in the morning in here checking on it to see it, and I'll be like, oh my goodness, again. This is so pretty. Who wouldn't want to use these as, this is a serving tray, the big one, and the little ones are coasters. Who would not want to use that? Don't start, Miss Kitty.
No,
Don't
Kitty.
start.
No, Miss Kitty.
So, Miss Kitty is territorial. She thinks she runs things around here, but she doesn't. So that's this. I think these turned out really nice. They turned out really nice. So that's the mother and that's the 2 daughters. Okay. They got a little sprinkles, blingy going on right there.
Hey, Mama.
Yes.
There's just.
Okay, go tell Papa. Go ahead. So all this glitter in here is blinging bright. And that is the tutorial for tonight. Now I know that I still have to do the tutorial for the what was it, to see if alcohol ink and mica powder can mix together. That's the one. I really want to see how that turns out because I never tried it. So I'm just going to pour this. I don't want to waste my epoxy and my glitter. So I'm just going to pour it in this mold and let it do what it's going to do. This is going to be a super thin mold. You all can't see this. This one's going to be a super thin mold. And it's already starting to harden in here, so when you guys use epoxy, make sure that you're ready to use it, because I promise you, when it starts setting up, there's nothing you can do. You cannot. When it's clunky, you cannot.
Hi. Mama, say hi, Kitty.
Okay, you keep messing with her, she gonna jump on you. I don't know how many times I gotta warn you. I'm just going to pour this in here just so I don't waste it. But it's all in the gold family, so it's going to all be pretty because it's in the gold family. You might say, oh, those are winter colors. Look, those are whatever you want to use them colors. How about that?
Oh wait, I'm gonna say something again. He said, in the summer it's me again, so I sweet away for elephant tomorrow.
Okay, so now I have 4 molds. Actually, for this big one, I used 500. I went up to the 500 line. So, is this the cup that I used 500? 250, yeah. I used 500 for this one tonight. I used 500. And for these two, I just went up to this line, this top right here, in both of them, and then mixed them up. So that is the tutorial for tonight. Not really a tutorial. Yeah, it's a tutorial. Throw some glitter in there too. I did. Throw glitter. Throw glitter. Throw glitter in what? I did. I put glitter in there. What time am I coming on tomorrow? I don't know. It depends. I might be going to. I don't even know what it's called, but I might be setting up a table tomorrow. So I might not even come on tomorrow because it depends on whether I go to the show or not. It's a good opportunity. The tables are free. So I'm thinking that the only thing is that I don't have anybody to help me. That's the problem because I have to keep trying to walk back and forth to the car and all that. It's just not plausible for me. But if I get up early enough, I probably could set my suitcase up. My rolling suitcase, I can probably set that up and put my stuff in there and just have it ready so that when I come home, I can just take it and go. Because it's a good opportunity and I would like for people to see what I do, and I'm going to definitely have to take orders because I'm not going to have enough items to sell as far as these molds are concerned. However, I will try to sell all of them except for Menda's. I'm not going to take Menda's. Well, I will take hers as a display, but I'm not going to sell it if I go. I won't sell hers because I think Menda will probably come from South Carolina and jack me up. I really do. I think she would. And then I did one. I poured one last night. No, I poured 3 last night. Let me show you the ones I poured last night. Why I keep turning that way?
Mom, they're pretty.
If she don't... I did this. This is my fault this time. That one, that's my fault. Okay. I'm going to show you the ones I did last night. The ones I poured, y'all were on there last night when I did that. So, I think I poured 4 of them last night. And they turned out pretty too. This is one of them. That turned out pretty. I like the back too. I'm talking.
Okay.
This one, she has clear purple in her face. And this is the back. And these two, the back of these two are very similar. And then there's this one. All of them are really very similar on the back. And this is the front. And these are the ones I did with the alcohol ink last night. I don't remember what I was talking about last night. And this is the one I did. Oh, that's sorry. Yesterday was mica powder versus alcohol ink, or alcohol ink versus mica powder. And that's what that was last night. So this is the mica powder, and I used yellow, pink, and orange in that. And this is the way it turned out in the bag. And I keep saying you get 2 coasters in one because you can use either side. And this is how this turned out. I think this is really cute. This is really cute. And I think after this one, the big one finishes, I'm probably going to pour a large one like this, because this is really, I think this is so cute. This reminds me of sherbet. You know? That's what that reminds me.
Hey, Mama.
Let's see if it comes back on. So, I don't know why that reconnected just now, but it did. But it didn't kick us off, so we're glad about that. So, if you're going to be doing these molds, just think outside of the box. And you'll be surprised at what you can do, what you can create, and how beautiful it turns out. Because if you never try it, you'll never know. You'll never know. And this big one, she's just doing something completely different. But she still left a shadow of her other face. But she's doing something different. So we'll see what it turns out to be tomorrow. And of course, you know I'm going to show you. And if I don't do a live tomorrow, which I intend to do, just depends on what happens, how the day goes. Because I got other things going on too. So I'll see how that goes. And then I'll put a community up and let you all know what time I'll be on tomorrow. Because it'll probably be around 8 o'clock. If I go to this thing tomorrow, it'll probably be around about 8 o'clock. Okay? All right. Well, that's all I have for tonight. So good night. God bless. Stay safe. Stay safe. Okay? All right. Good night.
Mama.